First, we asked some students what they thought of the Mona Lisa.
You know, Kylie, when you asked me that question, what comes to mind is actually a few years ago I got the opportunity to fly to Europe, and I actually got the amazing opportunity to actually see the Mona Lisa up close and in person. And what struck me is its size. You know, you'd think it would be a little bigger, but it's actually quite small. Other than that, I think it is a fine work of art.
Mona Lisa, she looks really sad. She looks really sad, like something terrible just happened to her, and then she was asked to pose for a picture.
Oh, I think the Mona Lisa is beautiful. Leonardo DiCaprio did a great job painting it. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo da Vinci.
Next, we asked the students what justifies the Mona Lisa as an art piece.
You know, what justifies the Mona Lisa as an art piece? Such an intricate question with such a good backstory, you know? I think Leonardo da Vinci, he was a great man, and he obviously had brilliance just brimming. You know, he was so multi-talented, and it's just one of the, the Mona Lisa just encompasses one of the facets of what made him so great.
What classifies it as a piece of art is that he used many different techniques, such as texture and line and pattern.
For the next painting, we asked students to give us an overall analysis of the painting Venus of Urbino by Titian. And yes, we now realize it probably wasn't the smartest idea to ask a teenage boy a question about a naked lady.
Nipples. Wait. You know, it's a good painting. It's interesting, the depth and how they show it. I don't quite understand, I guess you'd say, why there's a naked lady and a lady praying in the background. But I can see how someone would appreciate its value in this world that we all live in.
Okay, I thought it was a great representation of the female body.
Next, we asked them why they thought she could possibly be naked.
Show vulnerability. I'd say that's the key thing there. But also you can even say that it shows confidence. She doesn't she doesn't give a crap. She's naked and no, she's confident. She's naked, but she owns it.
Because maybe, I don't know.
What's your best guess?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it was a male artist, I don't know.
Okay.
For this painting, we asked students what they thought was happening in this portrait.
Well, the guy is holding, I think, a pregnant lady's hand. That's what it looks like. But, yeah.
I feel like they're just standing there, having a conversation, and about possibly her being pregnant because she looks pregnant. And yeah, there's a lot of detail in this art piece, and yeah.
Next, we asked what stands out to them the most besides the two people.
The chandelier in the center of the painting behind them.
The detail in the background and like the shading and everything.
Next, we took it to modern times split screen. We asked the students how the painting made them feel.
I feel scared from the alien face. I feel happy from the sunset. I feel happy because it looks like it's a beach with like the pier. And it's just a great photo.
I feel like I failed my math test.
In this piece by Bernini, we asked students what the sculpture was depicting.
I believe when I look at this sculpture, I think that Cupid is trying to strike Mother Teresa. I don't know.
We asked Lucas what he thinks emotion the sculpture evokes.
I think it evokes remorse and a lot of holiness.
Next, we switched it up with some architecture. We asked students if they think it's an architectural achievement, as most everyone thinks of it today.
Yes, I do consider it a architectural treasure because at one point it was a achievement for them to build it, and then even though a war did lead to the destruction of it, it's still a good piece. I don't know what you call it, a good building, I don't know.
Yes, I agree with that statement because it's really popular and everyone. Devin! And I know that a lot of people know what it is and it's really old and I think it's really.
We asked Mason what he thought the most striking feature of the Parthenon was.
That even though it's like there's still rubble on the ground from it and they still kept it all the same after they destroyed it, they still kept all the rubble there. I think that's pretty cool to show the significance of what happened during the war.
Okay.
For this famous painting, we asked what they thought was happening.
Well, Jesus here is obviously bringing everyone together to serve them dinner or supper. And everyone seems to be afraid of him, so they're kind of backing off. And he seems to be calm about it, doesn't mind much.
Okay, so why do you think it's...
Then we asked why they thought it was so famous.
Because I think it represents the power that Jesus has and what people think of him in terms of how they don't realize, once they do realize that he has power, then they're kind of scared of him.
For this altarpiece, we asked for an overall critique.
Overall, I think this is a really lovely painting. I think their faces look kind of distorted, but maybe they just like didn't have that whole like 3D thing down yet. But I like the colors, and they're all really glowy. I like the lines and the domestic setting. It's a nice painting.
For this last piece, we asked what they thought of the sculpture.
It's very eloquent and majestic in figure. It juxtaposes great emotion, and the characterization used is just magnificent.
I hate you.
For our last part of the project, we were interested in finding out students' opinions on the controversial Fountain by Duchamp. We asked them if they thought it was justified as an art piece or not.
Not by just looking at it, it just looks like a urinal.
I honestly do not think it is because it's just a urinal. I'm thinking logically here, and there's much better art pieces in the world that put more effort into it, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
You know, I believe anything can be art if put in the right context. You know, this is very artistic. The way you don't see, it's not just some picture of a urinal. You know, that's not how he did it. I think Duchamp purposely did it in such a way, so artistic, such detail, such the shading. It's black and white. It really shows the okay, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Okay.
I feel like it's more of an athletic cup that you can use to your disposal, basically, so... No!
When I think art of being pretty and different, so I guess it could be different, but it's not pretty, but I still think that art can be different ways, so yes.
I think it could be art in a bathroom. Like if someone's going to the bathroom. I don't know.
They can just look at it and
yeah,
be like,
they
whoa.
can just look at it and say, wow, that's a great piece of art because it's a urinal.
I think it can be because anything can be art to anyone, so.
Nice.
It'd be an art piece in a bathroom. It looks like a urinal.
I'm gonna have to go no because I don't even think urinals were around in 1917. So I don't even know what this is.
It was.
So what is it? I don't know what this is.
It's a piece of art.
It's not. It's not art.
Okay.
Do you think it's a piece of art though?
No,
Why?
because I see them everywhere.
First off, I'd like to say I saw this in person, and I'm telling you, it's literally a urinal that says mutt on it. But it's definitely, I think it's a type of art. He had to, you know, position it in a certain way so that it like got its aesthetics going, and like I don't know if that name was already on there or not, but I think it's rather lovely in a rather disgusting way.
I personally do not, but an art is in the eye of the beholder, and that is up to their decision.